Today's society for men actually have them thinking that being single is a bad thing. It makes them think that you're a loser and you're lame if you don't have a woman. But there's another reality of men that are actually extremely happy and extremely content being single. And I'm going to talk about why some men are extremely happy being single. So we have to know that today's modern day women, bro, there are a lot of them are masculine, a lot of them are combative, a lot of them will argue, a lot of them will try to manipulate you, a lot of them will try to emasculate you, a lot of them will try to hurt your feelings, a lot of them will try to test you continually day in and day out. So men have begun to see this. A lot of men have they really saw the games that are being played by women, and they're not tolerating it anymore. So some men are happy being single because they don't want to play women's games. They're tired of playing this cat and mouse game to where she's going to give you a little bit of choosing singles. She's going to go over there, smile at you, and if you're a masculine man, if you're a man in general, you'll go approach, and then she'll shoot you down. She'll say, "I got a boyfriend. Oh, I'm not looking to date right now." They'll give all kinds of excuses. So you're like, "Why were you smiling at me? Why were you giving me all these choosing signals? Why were you in my area?" And then they'll say, "Well, I was just doing that because I was being friendly." So they'll make some type of excuses, but deep down, she wants you to go approach. That's just one game. Another game is let's say you do approach her, you get her number, then you have to go over there. You have to quote unquote court her. So a lot of men are like, "Man, I don't want to take her out on dates. She doesn't want to really provide any value back." So in the beginning, you have to go approach her. You have to go talk to her. You have to make sure that make her laugh. You have to run game on her. You have to make her feel confident. You have to make her feel secure. Then you got to take her out on the date. You can't say the wrong thing. If you say the wrong thing, it's going to trigger her. She might be talking to 3 or 4 different guys. So all these things in the back of guys' mind, like, man, this is too much for me to talk to this girl, and all she's doing on the back end is just absorbing my energy, absorbing my time. And a big thing here is men are realizing that I want to be in a peaceful state. All this at some point makes a man unpeaceful. And this is just the beginning process. We're not even talking about all after this. This is just the starting point of why a lot of men are being single, because they're not peaceful knowing that I have to go approach her. A lot of men have anxiety. A lot of men never talk to women. A lot of, like I said, women will play games with you because they've dealt with men. A lot of women, bro, they've been talked to since a young age. So they know how to screen for men. So they're screening you from the beginning. They're testing you constantly. They're trying to disrespect you. They're not giving you respect. They're playing games with you because they're emotional. So one minute they're happy, the next minute they're mad, they're playing that on you. Then some men, this is just true, some men want to get it in. They want to get the box, and some women won't do that. They'll play games with you. They'll make you wait 10 dates. And a lot of men are like, "Look, I'm not going to take you out on all these dates. I'm not going to just try to court you for you not to even give me anything in the bag." So it's just funny, man, because that's a big thing. Men are realizing I'm taking my peace back. Now, if let's say we do get past the initial dating point and we're in a relationship, this is a whole nother reason why men are deciding to be single and are extremely happy to be single. Because when you're in a relationship, most women are going to look for you. They want guidance, so they're going to look for the guidance from you as a man. So they'll ask you, "What am I going to do in this situation? How do I resolve the situation?" And then you'll tell them the answer. They won't want to hear the answer. They want to do it their own way. They want to learn the hard way. A lot of these women, they're bossed up, bro. So they feel like, "I don't need you, really. You're just here to help me out and do 50-50 with me." So when you have that mindset, how can you truly have a good relationship? So a lot of this is disturbing men's peace. And then they get in this relationship and they see, man, all she's doing, she wants me to solve all the problems. She wants me to help her out. She wants me to pay 50-50. She wants me to buy all this stuff. And a lot of men go in debt because they're trying to provide a lifestyle for a woman. And that woman on the back end is truly not even being grateful for what you're doing. Then they're working, right? They have to go to work. They have to go to work. They have to work, like Rihanna said. And then they're coming home and she's saying, "You're never spending time with me. You're spending too much time at work." So then the guy might spend too much time with her, and then he's not making enough money, and then she's complaining about that. So these women will complain because they're not happy. So then they'll take out their unhappiness on you. So then these men are realizing, man, this is just too much. I don't know what she really wants. What does a woman want? And then you're sitting here trying to play these games in your mind. I don't know what she wants. She's saying one thing, and they're not understanding that I have to lead and she must follow. So then they're like, you know what, I'm better off being single because I don't know what men truly want. And then they get into a position to where they're not buying her these expensive things. They're not taking her out on dates all the time because she wants to go eat at expensive restaurants. She wants to go out because she's bored just staying at home. Most women, they're not comfortable just staying home with you all the time. They want to go on dates to keep the romance and stuff like that. So a lot of men are like, I'm not doing that. I want to stack my money up. I want to invest in real estate properties. I want to buy the things that I want. Or they might even want to live a minimalist lifestyle. They're like, you know what? I'm tired of capitalistic society, and everything in this society is about making a profit off people. It's too much greed. And a woman's not going to understand that, bro. A lot of women don't have the spiritual knowledge. A lot of women are still stuck in the matrix. So men are like, I just see too much truth in what's happening in society. So I'm done. I'm walking away. I'm going my own way. That's why we have the MGTOW movement. And then they're happy, bro, because they can deal with women on their terms. A lot of men are really just dealing with this because they've been told by society that you have to do this. It's the right thing for you to get married. It's the right thing for you to be in a happy relationship where you have a happy wife, happy life. So they're going against this and they're challenging that. And then once they start to see that I can find peace, because a lot of men, their argument will be like, well, God created you to have a woman and we have our needs and we have our desires. But that's true, but you can get around that if you truly want to. You know what I mean? There's no set stone thing that you have to be in a relationship and she will, be the person that gives you sex. Now you could challenge that in like biblical morals and ethics and that. But a lot of our brothers, let's keep it 1,000. For the select few that operate with God, that's one thing. But then the few brothers that don't even care about God, that's a whole different topic. That's a whole different discussion. And I'm just speaking in a broad sense. Now, what I think is a lot of men in general that are godly men, like I said, it comes back to the fact that they're looking for a godly woman. So you can make that other argument about, these women, basically, you're not supposed to sleep with them. You're not supposed to fornicate them. So why would you want to be in a relationship with a woman if you're just providing a sex exchange? Now, that's one side of it. Now, I'm going to talk about the men that are godly. See, these godly men know that a lot of these women are sexualized. A lot of these women, they're really out here being, a lot of women are really, basically, they're out there sleeping with a lot of men. And they're doing a lot of wicked things. Let's just say that, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? If you're my brother, you know what I was going to say. So basically, a lot of godly men have saw this, and a lot of godly men have said, well, she's not a righteous woman. She's not a feminine woman. She's not doing anything that's going to help build me up on a spiritual level. And I think that right now, I'd rather go on my semen retention journey and practice solitude with God to see what my purpose is. A lot of guys are understanding that my purpose comes first. So if I know this as a man, you can be extremely happy chasing purpose. There's not the thing is, there's not a lot of men that understand this, and I wish a lot of men did. If you are chasing your purpose and passion from God, you in that time period will be happy. You're going to be extremely happy because you're going to feel confident. You're going to feel like a man that's worth something because he's actually out there going up and building value. So a lot of men are feeling this sense of enjoyment because they're doing something that's helping change the world. When you're in a relationship and all she wants you to do is stay at home, watching Netflix, eating ice cream with her, going on dates, that makes you feel good in the time period. But a lot of men don't have any purpose beyond that. They're just their wife, So if you don't have anything, you might be a family man. Some men, their purpose is that. But some men are extremely happy going beyond that and challenging the status quo, challenging what society wants. There are some men that are truly leaders that have to be single because they don't have time to settle. They don't have time to slow down. They have to keep going. They have to keep going. They have to keep chasing their dreams. They have to hustle. They have to grind. They have to change the world. Some men are brought here to change the world, bro. And that's the truth. And that's why some men are just extremely happy. And they understand this, bro. They understand that God wants me to do one thing and society wants a lot of these women to do a different thing. Now, there's a select few men that can get in relationships and understand the balance, but most men don't have the balance, bro. So most men want to tip scales back and to taking their power back. When you take your power back, a lot of women aren't going to like this. which is a byproduct of why some men have just understood that I have to find happiness in me being single. Now you could make the argument, oh, they're just single because they can't find a woman and things like that. That may be true, but a lot of it is their own personal choice now because they're seeking happiness first. A lot of women divorce men and they say the reason why is they want to find happiness. So men are saying the same thing now. Well, I want to keep my happiness and you're making me unhappy because you're always miserable. You're always emotional. You're always on your period. So you're not even giving me the box. So you got to think, bro, there's a lot of different perspectives. There's a lot of different changes that are happening in society. It's not like it used to be 50, 60 years ago. And that's why these discussions are getting out there. That's why you have these movements. That's why you have so many different movements being created by men. That's why you have our community of men that are saying, there's a lot of comments where people say, yeah, I'm single by choice. I'm happy. I don't want to deal with women. I'm 50 years old. I'm 60 years old. All she wanted me to keep doing was keep buying the more expensive things. I went in debt because of her. And now I'm in debt because of her because I had to get divorced. So it's not all set in stone like you think anymore, man. Everything's changing. Society's changing so rapidly. And this perspective is helping gain a sense of empowerment for men because for too long, men have been sad because they can't find women. And a lot of men just can't, they're not going to probably find women. That's just a cold hard reality too. Why some men have been happier because they've accepted this truth. They just accepted, look, it is what it is. I'm going to be a man that won't find women. Not all of us are fortunate to find women. And even if you are fortunate to find a woman, you still have to keeping her attracted to you. And some men don't know, they don't know this, bro. Like a lot of you guys that leave these comments make it so black and white. Oh yeah, you know, you're supposed to get a woman, you need a woman. But how do you maintain that woman? What do you say to that person that's been in a marriage for 20 years and at 25 years she decides to divorce him because she said she's boring, she's not happy right now. She needs to do what makes her happy. And then he's sad. I talk this all the time, bro. They're stuck. These people sometimes will be married for 40 years and then she'll leave him and get what these people will be 65 years old. She'll leave him and find a new man that's making her feel happy. So it's not as cutthroat as you guys think. It's not as black and white. It's not all set in stone, bro. These guys have to find happiness. That's why if they don't, the self-deletion rate's so high. Now, what do you say to that person that he can't find a woman and you're telling him, well, you got to find a woman, you got to find a helpmate. But he can't find it because these girls see him as invisible. And then he wants to self-delete. What do you say to that? I would love to see a kind of argument to that because these men are literally taking their lives because they can't find women. So by me saying, yeah, some men are extremely happy, and you can be happy, bro. You can put yourself first. You can see the light. You can try to do your best to find a mission, to try to find your purpose. And that is helping them build back up their spirit, build back up their faith in society, in themselves most importantly, because you got to think, we're born by ourselves and we die by ourselves. So it's truly just us. A woman can help build up your spirit. But look at Jesus. Jesus came in, bro, and he came in, he had his purpose, and he was designed to do what he had to do. And some men don't truly need a woman to accomplish what they were brought here to do by God, bro. Some men are like him, and a lot of men idolize Jesus. A lot of men want to be pure in a society that's unpure, and their only way to do that is to be single until they find a wife. Now, if let's say they stay single and they're clowned on because, oh, you're still 40, you're 40 years old, and you're a virgin, bro, you're lame. So now he's going out there into the world, losing his spirit, losing his divine connection with God, all because you're clowning him, telling him he has to get with his wife. There's what I'm saying. It's two different aspects. Now, there's a spiritual aspect, there's a non-spiritual aspect, but we can still explore both. And that's what I like to do on this channel. I like to just explore different concepts, explore different perspectives, and put that out there. Now, I'm not saying that what I do is the right thing, and neither can you say what you do is the right thing. We all have different, like there's different world views, bro, and that's what you need to understand. It's not all black and white. And the thing is, you don't have to judge people either. I try my best. I know it's hard sometimes, but too many of us judge people. We say, well, what I'm doing is right, what you're doing is wrong, and that's why a lot of our men don't want to live no more. So guys, I hope this video helped. I hope this explained why some of our men are extremely happy being single. Tap in with me, leave a comment. Until next time, peace.